Right, good morning fisher people, I'm Nosh from Fish on TV. It is Sunday the 15th of May and I'm here at Sykehouse Fisheries. I've just come for a breakfast, it's 7:30 and I'm fishing my first round of the Supercup with Ryan Wilton. I think there are a few other pairs fishing in the Supercup as well. So it's off for a breakfast for me. We'll do the draw. Or hopefully I pick a nice peg out. I mean, I've absolutely no idea what that lake is like. We're fishing on the new lake. I don't know what it's called actually, just yet. And I've no idea where decent pegs are, bad pegs are. I'm not sure what the stamp of fish are. It was literally, we were supposed to fish at Lindholm. And just 2 days ago it got cancelled and there were no other open matches. But Steve insisted I had to get it done by the 29th. But I'm on holiday on Monday. So, you can't do a rover. But luckily for us, Ray's got a few other guys and he's making it where we can just draw out the peg and fish wherever we draw, which is within the rules. And there's no home advantage for me on that lake. So, Ryan, it's a 50-50 chance. Right, I'm probably just going to go down the pellet line. I'll have a word with Ray, see what he thinks. Like I said, I don't know what stamp fish it is. I've got 4 mils, 6 mils and 8 mils. I've got some meat for margins and I'm going to have some, I'll probably be sort of bomb and pellet, I'm pretty sure. I'll have a method set up. But yesterday was boiling at the Feeder Masters. Shallow fishing written all over it. Today, it's supposed to rain. Not too sure. So, let me go for my breakfast. I'll have a little chat with some boys and we'll just take it from there. So let's hope I draw a good peg. Having said that, I don't know which is a good peg. So there we go. Supercup, my first round. I got knocked out the second round last year. Let's see if I can get through to the second round this year. See you at the draw. Right then folks, I've just paid on. I forgot to video it because I've paid on. I wasn't expecting to draw. It says, right, draw your peg. I've drawn peg 5. It means absolutely nothing to me, so no idea. I've not seen Ryan yet. I've been hanging about breakfast bar for a while, so don't know where he is. We'll just see where he gets drawn. I've no idea what number he's on. One of the lads has told me there's a corner of an island to chuck. Apparently in the margin it's 8 foot deep. I've got some rigs deep enough for that. Bloody Nora. Right, so let's get to the bank. I bought some of these lovely red pellets. Pellet day for me today, I think, and it'll be bomb and method over to that island. I think it's an island or a bar or I don't know. Let's get to the peg and have a look because I've absolutely no idea, folks. Right, folks, I'm here on peg 5 on the new lake. I don't know what they call it actually, I don't know if it's got a name or not. Ryan's drawn peg 14 and he's over there. All I can tell you is it's deep out there, but I'm not fancying fishing on deck at 13 metres. I think it's about 9 foot or something like that. I'm 9 or 10 foot. A couple of margins that are a bit dodgy. It's a bit weird. It seems up and down a little bit. A bit more consistent just in front of me, just a gradual slope, and I'll show you. Just down here, it's about 6.5, 7 foot, and it's just a nice little slope there, and I fancy that rather than going right out there. I'm fancying shallow out there if this weather, you know, if they're feeding out there. But out here on this island, I've chucked towards the island, it's only got like a second count. It's only about 3 foot deep, I think, 2 or 3 foot deep, 3 foot I'd say at most, and it goes out quite a bit. The margins, same depth either side. I can just try each, but I don't like the margins, and I think they're spawning. Down here, they seem to be making it. Where are we? Down here, they're making quite a lot of movement and splashing about. I think they're ready for spawning with the look of it. Could be a tough day today, but I'm fancying along that bar, maybe pellet waggler out there, method feeder or bomb. I think I'll definitely concentrate that. I'll be pinging pellets just out here at 13 metres and see if anything comes shallow. But it's supposed to rain today. Not sure what's going to happen. They'll be up in water for certain, but whether they'll catch them, excuse me, I don't know. And it's the same here. Same sort of margin. Excuse me. And there's your lake. I don't know this young man's name at the side of me. But this is the open match, all pegged out. Let's see how we get on. Let's just hope we have a few fish, but I am fancying on that bar out there. I like that. I likes it a lot. But this kid at the side of me thinks it's going to be rock hard today. Let's have a go and see where we end up. Right folks, well, I've had one bite short down here. I think it was a silverfish. I was hoping to be able to catapult pellets up to that island, but this wind's got up, and even with this mighty catapult I still can't get there. Just short of it. I've got the method out towards the tip of the island now. Just been working towards it because I know as I get close to it, it gets really shallow. I saw ducks walking on it. It's probably only about that deep. So I'm about 2 yards off it now. But I've not had a bite. This kid to my left's just had a fish. I think the guy in the corner's had a fish. And those two here, we've not had a bite. But Ryan, I can tell by looking at it, looks like he's got quite a bit of smooth, well, still water. There's no, looks like a mirror over there compared with here. And I think he's mugging, but I can't see anything around here with this wind. I am prepping a shallow line up at sort of 13-14 metres. Just out there, I keep putting two lots in every few minutes, just to see if I can get anything shallow. I have seen some fish where my pellets have landed. I have seen some fish sort of show the face. Got pellet waggler, but whether I can present it right with this wind with pellet waggler, I'm not sure. I might have to revert to one of these to get it out there. A bit heavier. Certainly the 4 and 6 grams won't get out there with this wind, which is what I really want to use. As you can see, they're stood up now. So what we got, that deep. So I don't want to go into that shallower water. Having said that, this kid to my left's cast right up to island. I don't know how deep it is there, but I can't imagine it being much deeper. So I've started at about 3 or 4 yards away, and it's probably 2-3 foot maybe there. The feeder drops after about 1.5 seconds, something like that. It does drop a lot slower than a bomb, but I've not had a sign yet. Not a sign. And I think Ryan, like I say, I think he's on about 4 fish now, so at the minute I'm getting absolutely battered. It looks ideal for mugging over there. As you can see it's calm. and he's just, I've just seen his pellet land, and he is in the calm water. So, what do we do, folks? What do we do? Yeah, that's it. So they're just walking off. I'd say about a yard or two off the away from the island, and they're swimming then at duck. So I think I'm right on the edge of where it really shallows up. Not a sign. Like I say, yeah. Not panicking yet, but it's like, where am I going to get my first bite from? I'm hoping short. I'm hoping I'll get something on method out there, method or bomb. But there we go, folks. That's the update. Not very good. Don't know this lake at all. Struggling. And I don't know what this peg's like, so I don't know whether I'm in a good area or not. Right, there we go, folks. Over and out. We'll let you know if I get anything. Right, folks. This wind's really got up a lot more than it was supposed to do. The shallow line, I can't hold my pole at 13 metres, I just can't, and I can't slap properly. Mugging, I can't see anything for mugging, so that's gone. Pellet waggler, sure it'd be nice, but it's just not right, it's not presenting right. I can't get my pellets where I want. Wind's got up like twice as strong now, so that's gone. I've had to adjust where I'm putting pellets for the bomb, which I'm on now, which is quite a lot shorter, probably about 8-10 metres shorter. I think I'm going to have to change my clip on my feeder. I think I'm going to have to concentrate all my efforts up towards the point of the island. I don't want to be in that 4 to 6 inch of water, I want to be just off it, so I'm going to have to change my whole plan. I've had no bites in front of me. Sorry, I've had one indication that I think we're a silverfish. The kid to my left has decided he wants to fish in this margin to my left as well. Not happy about that. I don't like fishing to my right because you can't rest your pole across your knee. It's about 11 metres, 10-11 metres. I don't like having, I've got a free margin to my right, but it's a lot more awkward fishing. Don't know why you don't want to fish to his left. I think it's because he's seen fish this morning down there that I suspect might have been wanting to spawn. I always thought it was a left-hand rule, but I don't know. I don't know what rules are here for that. So I'm going to have to fish that margin to my right, which I didn't want to do because it's awkward fishing. And I think Ryan must have had about 5 or 6 fish. So there's 3.5 hours left. I've got to make that change, and I've got to concentrate last 3.5 hours on that island, I think, because everything else I've got planned, 60% of what I wanted to do has gone out at window, so they were my main lines of attack, and I can't really do them. Oh, it's just dropped a bit now. Huh. You never know, I might be able to get back on it later. So I think I'm going to concentrate on that island with the method and keep going in sort of every 3 or 4 minutes to start with, build some bait up and then hope some fish turn up. That's the plan. I need to get some fish because I'm getting an absolute battering at the minute. Right, there we go, folks. It's rather frustrating at the minute. I cannot get, I've had no liners, no nothing. Right, there we go, that's me moan. Is it? Not a sign, no. So we'll see what we can do, folks. Well, folks, there's 2 hours left. I've not had a bite until now. I've just gone back on my short line, which I've been feeding for the last 2 hours while I've been trying to catch on island. And it's gone under at last. Somebody's just been round and said where Ryan is, in that area there, where it looks calmer, they have been catching shallow, but it's been impossible to fish shallow here. With waggler, pole, it's just been impossible. That's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to fish shallow today. Decent sized fish as well. Yeah, it's got to be £8 at least. Well, that's not bad. Just another. Oh, he's come to life. Just another six or eight of those, please. I've not really kept my eye on Ryan because I've been really trying to get my act together with this. So there we go, one in the bag. Let's get back in. Right, folks, there's an hour and a half to go. Ryan's still catching. I've just seen him land another one. He's catching shallow. I'm watching him. Not all the time, just a quick glance. I've just lost one in the margin and I've just hooked into another one. I could do with a really nice run because it's been a painful day today, to be honest with you. Bites have really been at a premium. That is not a, that's a foul bloody bream. Yeah. Foul look, can you believe it? I've got another one in margin. I think it's another foul looker. It's just gone berserk, this. I'm nowhere near what Ryan's had. We've got an hour left. I just hope this is about £20. I think it's foul look though, folks. I do. I'd be surprised if it isn't. Straight to middle of the lake. Absolutely gone berserk. It's not foul hooked, I thought it was. He's not happy. He's just got loads of muscles. Good fish, about the same as the other, I think. He's off again. Cool, he's half pouring a scrap up. Not happy at all about being hooked. He's getting some mighty battle. Bloody hell. Consolation fishes, I think, these. Need a miracle. It was foul, then it was right round up to fin. Oh, he's a good. Oh, he's a right chunky yawn. Oh, it is foul looked. It is foul looked, folks. That's why. He's a right lump. He's got to be £10. For certain, he is an absolute brute. gentlemen, boys and girls, fisher people. What a bloody day that was. Alright, fancied it as well. I really fancied it. I looked at that island, and when I plumbed it up, worked out where it was deeper, where it started to shallow up. It's a nice little bar across there. If you go a little bit too far, as you saw, the ducks or the geese can, well, even the ducks and seagulls can stand in really shallow water. So kept away from that bit, but right on the corner, I would say probably up to about a foot, maybe even closer. There's at least 12 inches to 2 foot. It's round about there, because now and again, if I put too much tension on, it drops down a slope. So I'm guessing it goes down in patches. It didn't always do it. It depended whereabouts I went. But I really fancied some fish off there. I set a mugging rig up, shallow rig. I couldn't use them. It was impossible. I just couldn't present it right. If I wanted to feed bait, I couldn't feed it. And as it's turned out, feeding today, I wouldn't know, because I never had a chance to shallow fish. Wouldn't have been the right way anyway. I wanted to put a bomb just before it starts getting really shallow, just like on the shelf on that bar, and fire pellets out. Even with the really strong guru catapult, I couldn't reach. That wind really got up, so it ruled my shallow rigs out, my mugging rig, my pellet waggler rig out. Not the bomb. I ended up catapulting some pellets shorter and went over that, and never had a bite. I never had a bite short until, well, 4.5 hours without a bite, basically. And then eventually I did get one short, but I never had another bite after that. I made my mind up to have a good 2 hours on the island, and I had 45 minutes with 4-minute casts. 45 minutes to 50 minutes. 4-minute casts, in and out, bait going in, to build that swim up. And I was dead accurate with it all, and I never had a bite. I couldn't believe it. My plan was to sort of start about 3 or 4 yards away, hopefully pick 1 or 2 fish up and get closer and closer to the island, where I hope I'd start bagging. I had in my head, I thought, there's £100 to be had here. No. It was so frustrating. What a day. I fed the margin, one pot with pellets and meat, and some really squashed up micros. I didn't want micros floating about everywhere, like those Christmas ball things that you get. That's what happens if you put too many in and you don't overwet them. After about 40 minutes, had a look, and I lost one. Went back in and I got one, and then I had a few I looked a couple of bream. I caught a bream or 2, and then I got another carp which was also foul hooked. There were 1 or 2 fish there. The guy next door wanted to share that, and once he started sharing it, I had the odd indication, but it just didn't happen. And as it turned out, I said I needed 6 or 8 of those decent ones. That's what I needed, but I couldn't get any more. I ended up with £22. So, consolation fish, I suppose you could call them. Ryan, however, and I'm looking over, it's still blowing a hoolie here. It's lovely over there, and he said he was just in the calm water, just off the ripple. He's mugged about, sort of shallow. My slapping rig can be a mugging rig if I want. When you're fishing for carp, it's not like F1 fishing. So I had a proper mugging rig and a slapping rig, and he's had that type of thing where he can mug if he wants. And he said he's not fed a thing. When he did feed, he said it killed his peg. But I never got a chance to find that out for myself. So he's ended up with £76. So well done, Ryan Wilton. You are today's Supercup's mightiest fisherman. And he's had a few in the margins on a bunch of dead reds and on meat. So I think he got a couple in really shallow water and the others in about 4 foot in the margins, just off the margin. So he's fished a tidy match. We've hardly caught anything on this bank. The guy next to me, I think he'd £40. He had a few on the feeder, catching in that much water. I couldn't believe it. That's why I started to really nail it close to the island. But I never had a bloody bite. So frustrating. I expected that tip to be flying round off that island today. So it was disastrous. 4.5 hours without a bite. A little bit soul destroying, even if you're not in a match. You get a bit fed up. But I'll tell you what, these fish in here and the bream in here, belting. That's my experience of here today. It's not been a good day for me. I think they're getting ready for spawning. I don't think it's fished well. I think Ryan's come second with £76. I know the kid was telling me next to me that when he fished over the other side over there, it's 240 odd pounds. So he fishes this place 4 times a week and he's had 40. So it has fished difficult here. So it sounds like I'm making a load of excuses. I'm not. I'm just giving you the breakdown. I found it very, very tough today. The guy in the corner never weighed in. The guy on the other corner never weighed in. It's just fished hard today, that's all. And I think the reason for that is because they are getting ready for spawning. So there we go. Knocked out in the first bloody round again. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So I've had a crap weekend, really. I haven't caught a lot of fish this weekend. But don't forget, I still enjoy my fishing. That's a lesson learnt again. There's always things to learn. When you have a bad day, take on board what you think you might have done, little changes, like what Ryan's told me today. I never got a chance to find out whether I want to feed or not. But that's fishing. Always a learning curve. Fishing day is always a new day. So I will have my day. Right, so well done, Ryan. So folks, I hope you've enjoyed today's insight to Sykehouse Fisheries in the Supercup round 1 more than me, because that has been bloody painful, to be honest with you. So it's holidays for me next. I'm away on holiday. I do think the Supercup idea is a brilliant idea. So Steve, it is a great idea. It's something different, and I hope you keep it up, mate. I will be entering next year and see if I can do better than round 1. Hey ho. It's absolutely free, folks, to subscribe. So if you click the notification bell as well, you will get all our videos as we upload them, and a thumbs up, yeah, would be very, very nice. And there's lots of Canada geese around here with our little babies. So until next time, folks, I'm not sure where I'll be. Got quite a few feeder masters and a couple of feeder kings and other bits and bobs, and UK champs in June. We need to do better than last year in that one. So thanks for watching, take care, and don't forget, fish on, and we shall see you pretty soon.